Wow, wow, man. That says a lot coming from you with all the legendary actors you work with. But I do want to ask you about I Ain't Mad at You. You was in that video with Pac. How did that come about?
Oh, I just got the call. Pac wants you to be in his video. And I didn't really know what it was about, or they were really keeping it under wraps. I couldn't get anything out of my agent as far as, well, what's it about? And they were just like, look, you got to go to set. He wants to chop it up with you and break down what the format of the video is. And so, they sent the car. I went to set, and he was just exceedingly generous, man. He started to break down what the concept of the video was, so I understood, and it was everything that you see in the video. And then once we understood, we was on the same page as far as my approach to it. I said, well, if we're gonna do that, I'd like to approach it like this. He was like, oh, this is all great. And then he was just like, you hungry? And I was like, yeah. He was like, bring this brother a plate of food. Like a plate of food comes out of nowhere. He was like, you drink? I was like, yeah, I drink. He was like, bring this brother a bottle of Cristal. And I got this big ass bottle of Cristal for self. He was like, you smoke? I was like, yeah. He's like, roll this brother a blunt. Somebody comes out of nowhere, just hands me a blunt, and I got this big old bottle of Cristal, and he was just the epitome of generosity, man. He was just like, whatever you want when you're here, it's all good, man. Thank you for being a part of this. And we just had a wonderful time, you know. You know, what really kind of blew my mind is normally if you shoot a music video, it's out within maybe 3 months, right? Something like that. Yeah, maybe 3, 4 months, whatever. So we shot it, and then I'm just like waiting for it to come out, waiting for it to come out, waiting for it to come out. And so ultimately, I was like, oh, okay, there must have been something wrong with it. The edit, they probably looked at it and said, this is garbage. We're not putting it out. And so that was that. I let it go. And because it went way past the time that it takes for a music video to come out. Don't take that long. And then, you know, after he passed, boom, they put it out. And I was like, this is wow. This is wow. This is wow. It hit different. It hit differently, you know. So yeah, yeah.
How was that like when you first seen it?
I can't even begin to describe what it felt like. The words wouldn't even match the vibe. I just felt incredibly honored. One thing I can say is I felt incredibly honored and still do that he wanted me to be he could have had anybody. And at that time, he could have asked anybody to do that video, and everybody would have said yes. There's not one person that would have said no. But the fact that he asked me to do it, to me, it remains an honor.
When you was on set, did you think anything of it? Like the concept of the video? Was that making you wonder, like, why is this the concept, him foreshadowing his death?
Oh, I I thought it was going to be just a great video because the landscape of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole, it's like it tells a story. You know what I mean? And I remember thinking, wow, when this comes out, people are gonna bug out. This is gonna be a classic. You know what I mean? I remember clearly thinking that this is gonna be a classic. This is gonna be a classic. Um, yeah. So I had no idea um, uh, it was going to be the type of video that ultimately it came out to be. You know what I mean? Kind of a, I don't even know what the right word is, man. I don't want to use bizarre because that sounds disrespectful, but just I'm just honored that I got to be a part of it. Yeah.
Did y'all have any plans of working with each other in the future?
No, we had some things that we were talking about, some ideas that he wanted to, keep it going basically is what he was saying. And he had some ideas of the kind of projects that we could do, like buddy picture kind of thing, and different genres um, that would involve me and him, you know, in various scenarios, you know, just brainstorming kind of thing.